What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So guys, today we are checking out the new things that were added to the MC Clubhouse with the Criminal Enterprises DLC. In total, 3 things were added. We're gonna check out how they work and of course also how much they pay. The first thing we're gonna take a look at is the new bar resupply missions for the Clubhouse. So upstairs you have a bar, behind the bar you have Cindy, and basically if you go up to her you will have 2 options. The first one is order a drink and the second one is now resupply bar. On console, simply press left to start these missions. Now during these missions it's very simple. You just have to go to a location, pick up the supplies, return them to the Clubhouse. During the mission you can have some NPCs on bikes following you, but a very classic and standard GTA Online mission. Now by doing these missions you will now have supplies for your bar. These supplies you can sell them, so you will have customers, and these customers, they will provide you of a daily income for your MC Clubhouse. So just like with the nightclub, just like with the arcade, you can now have a daily income with your MC Clubhouse. Now the way the daily income works, it's a little bit different from the nightclub and the arcade, but basically every time you do a resupply mission for the next 4 days in GTA Online, so 4 times 48 minutes, you will get a daily income of 5k. This 5k or this daily income, you can basically pick it up or collect it from your office in the MC Clubhouse. Now after you finish a resupply mission, the cooldown time for doing one again is 1 day in GTA Online or 48 minutes in real life. So after that you can go back to Cindy and you can resupply the bar again. Although this is not really smart, because like I said, if you resupply once, the stock is enough for 4 days in GTA Online or 192 minutes in real life. So if you resupply before your stock is out, it won't be that efficient because you still have stock and the daily income just stays the same. That's why it's maybe a good idea if Rockstar adds like a supply bar that you can see somewhere, because this way it might be kind of confusing. But just to give you guys an easy way, resupply once, wait 4 days, resupply again. By the way, the 4 days that you have to wait for the stock to run out, you can also be offline during these 4 days. So during these 192 minutes, you can also be offline and the daily income will still be added to your safe or to your bag in your office. By the way guys, the resupply missions, sometimes they're kind of bugged out. They don't start or you don't even have the option to start them. One thing that I have noticed though is that you cannot start them as a CEO. So you don't have to be a MC president, but you cannot be a CEO. The max capacity, by the way, of the safe or of the bag in your office is 100k. And in my opinion, that's enough because 1 day just gives you 5k, so it will take 20 days in GTA Online before it will be full. The second thing that was added to the MC Clubhouse is the custom bike shop. And this is very similar to the customer service shop that we have in the auto shop. If you want to do this, by the way, you will need the custom bike shop renovation for your MC Clubhouse. But I think if you get this renovation, you can earn back the money very fast. So just like with the auto shop, you will now have random bikes kind of in your MC Clubhouse. These bikes, you have to customize them as the customer wants. And then basically you have to deliver them and this will earn you money. So very similar to the auto shop. At the bottom of the screen, you will basically see what the customer wants. So you see over here the requested upgrades. Just do everything. At the bottom right, you also see some dots. If all the dots are green, then it's basically good. So when all the dots are green at the bottom right, you can go ahead and confirm the customization. You will have to pay 10k for this, but don't worry, you do get this back, just like with the auto shop. One thing that I have to mention is that when you want to deliver the vehicle to the customer, you have to be a MC president. So if you're not a MC president, it won't allow you to deliver the vehicle, which doesn't make that much sense. But if it doesn't work, just register as a MC. Just like with import-export, just like with the auto shop, don't damage the vehicle when you're delivering it, because then your payment will decrease. And until now, I have delivered maybe 10 bicycles and all of them paid me 50k. So I think the standard payment for delivering a bike from your custom bike shop is 50k. When you get the payment, you will also see, by the way, that you get your service costs as well. So in total, you will get 60k, but of course the 10k you paid for the customizations. After you deliver a bike, by the way, 48 minutes later, normally you should have a new customer. So 48 minutes in real life, of course. So every day in GTA Online, you should get a customer in your MC Clubhouse. So that means every day, every 48 minutes, you can earn 50k just by doing this. And if you keep in mind that the MC Clubhouse is pretty cheap, it's actually a very good way of making money. Now, one thing that's also pretty important, and this is also the case for the auto shop, is that when you deliver a vehicle, if it gets destroyed, it actually just respawns in your clubhouse or your auto shop and you don't have to pay anything. So this business is very good. It's very good against griefers as well, because even if they destroy it, you can just go ahead and re-deliver it in the exact same way, nothing that you have to pay. Then the last thing that was added with the DLC is 2 new MC contracts. The MC contracts, you can find them in this room over here on the wall. On the wall, you will always have 3 contracts, and basically every time you get a new lobby, you will have different contracts. So in total, we have more than 3, but you only can see 3 on the wall, very similar to, for example, the contracts for the auto shop. The first one is called Life and Death Bikes. In this one, you basically have to go to a mansion, break into the house, and in the house, you will have to find a secret elevator. So in the house, you will have different locations where you have switches. Some of them are wrong, and then you will get an electrical shock. But when you get the right switch, you will basically see a door opening, and it will reveal the elevator. If you go in the elevator, it will take you to the garage, and in the garage, you will see a death bike. Basically, steal the death bike. After you steal it, you will have to go ahead and take out some guys, and that's pretty much it. After you finish the mission, by the way, Malk will call you and he basically asks if you want to bring the death bike to the clubhouse for an extra payment, or if you want to just keep it and use it in free mode until it gets destroyed or something like that. Of course, it won't be a personal vehicle, but you can use it until you go offline. If you return it to the clubhouse, you can get a payment of 74k for this contract, which is actually pretty good. The second new MC contract is called Hit the Roof. And in this one, you basically have to go to a roof, take out a bunch of guys. On the roof, you will have 3 red containers. You have to open these containers, but in order to do that, you need a cutting saw. Now, the mission can be on different roofs, but I have discovered that the cutting saw is always in this type of building. So there will always be a kind of white container, white building, and on these desks, you will find the cutting saw. The cutting saw you use to open the containers, and the goal is to find the container that has the Oppressor Mark 1 in it. Now, for some reason, you cannot ride on the Oppressor Mark 1, even though Malk tells you in the beginning of the mission you can either ride it or you can attach it to a cargo bop. But what you have to do is just take the cargo bop, which is also on the roof, attach the container to it, and then bring it to the drop-off. Now, for this mission, normally you will get around 50k, which is a little less than the previous one, but is still also alright for a MC contract. So guys, that's pretty much it. Hope it was helpful, hope everything was clear. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out the Discord in the description, and peace out, you guys.